Understanding and expressing concepts related to cultural diversity and identity is crucial for effective communication in a globalized world. Here's a detailed explanation with examples. Vocabulary for cultural diversity. Cultural diversity. Definition: the existence of a variety of cultural groups with distinct characteristics, including beliefs, practices, languages, and traditions. 1. Example: the cultural diversity in our city is reflected in the multitude of ethnic restaurants, festivals, and religious celebrations. 2. Multiculturalism. Definition: the coexistence and acceptance of diverse cultural groups within a society, often promoting the idea that different cultures enrich the overall culture. 1. Example: Canada is often cited as a model of multiculturalism, with policies that celebrate and accommodate various cultural backgrounds. 2. Pluralism. Definition: a state in which multiple cultures coexist harmoniously, maintaining their distinctiveness while contributing to the broader society. 1. Example: the city's cultural pluralism is evident in the various cultural centers and events that cater to different communities. 2. Cross-cultural. Definition: involving or relating to the interaction between different cultures or cultural groups. 1. Example: cross-cultural communication skills are essential for success in the global business environment. 2. Cultural sensitivity. Definition: being aware and respectful of the cultural differences and nuances in behavior, customs, and communication. 1. Example: training programs often include sessions on cultural sensitivity to ensure employees interact respectfully with colleagues from diverse backgrounds. 2. Vocabulary for identity. Cultural identity. Definition: the feeling of belonging to a particular cultural group, often shaped by shared values, traditions, language, and heritage. 1. Example: immigrants often navigate the process of preserving their cultural identity while adapting to the new culture of their host country. 2. Ethnicity. Definition: a social group with a shared cultural and ancestral heritage, often characterized by common language, customs, and traditions. 1. Example: the neighborhood is known for its ethnic diversity, with residents representing various ethnicities and backgrounds. 2. National identity. Definition: a sense of belonging and allegiance to a particular nation, often shaped by shared history, language, and cultural symbols. 1. Example: patriotism is a manifestation of national identity, fostering a sense of pride and unity among citizens. 2. Intersectionality. Definition: the interconnected nature of social categories such as race, gender, and class, which can create overlapping and interdependent systems of discrimination or disadvantage. 1. Example: understanding intersectionality is crucial for addressing the unique challenges faced by individuals who belong to multiple marginalized groups. 2. Cultural hybridity. Definition: the blending or mixing of different cultural elements to create something new, often seen in art, literature, and everyday life. 1. Example: the artist's work reflects a cultural hybridity, incorporating elements from both their native and adopted cultures. 2. Expressing cultural diversity and identity. Cultural exchange. Definition: the sharing of cultural elements, ideas, and practices between different groups. 1. Example: the cultural exchange program allowed students from diverse backgrounds to learn about and appreciate each other's traditions. 2. Diaspora. Definition: the dispersion of a particular group of people from their homeland, often resulting in the preservation of their cultural identity in new locations. 1. Example: the Indian diaspora has contributed significantly to the global spread of Indian culture, including cuisine, music, and traditions. 2. Assimilation. Definition: the process of adopting the customs and culture of the dominant society, often leading to a loss of distinct cultural identity. 1. Example: immigrants may face challenges balancing assimilation with the preservation of their cultural heritage. 2. Cultural relativism. Definition: the principle of understanding and evaluating another culture based on its own values and standards, rather than one's own. 1. Example: cultural relativism encourages us to approach unfamiliar customs with an open mind, acknowledging that different cultures have unique perspectives. 2. Cultural preservation. Definition: efforts to protect and maintain the cultural heritage, traditions, and practices of a particular group or community. 1. Example: the establishment of cultural museums and preservation societies aims to safeguard the cultural identity of indigenous communities. 2. By incorporating these terms into your vocabulary, you can better articulate and appreciate the richness of cultural diversity and identity, fostering effective communication and understanding in a global context.